Alright, welcome back.
We are playing Zelda.
Zelda, we got it. We got all of them.
We got these 5.
Hi! I wish for this man to suffer nothing but pain as his parachute collapses and sends him cradling to the earth.
You don't like Stamp Guy?
I hate him.
Hello again, Stamp Guy here. I've loved stamps since I was a little fry. Now I'm Hyrule's greatest collector. You find 5 stamps and fill your stamp book card. Here's your reward as promised.
I mean... Oh no, he gave us a fucking carton of mystery milk? Oh no, Zelda, don't drink that. You don't know where that's been, Zelda.
I had a good time. I knew you would. I worked so hard, I could do a backflip.
I bet he did work hard. You know how hard it is to fill an entire jar with milk?
And he did
As
10.
a male? He did 10. That dude was working overtime.
Everyone's going to see how fun stamps are. That's why I'm traveling the world, spreading the news about my big stamp rally.
If My Little Pony taught me anything, it takes at least several months to fill one. So,
So, you're the only one playing. We're the only one playing the Zelda stamp collection. Anyway, here's your next stamp card.
She's a lot more enthusiastic about this one. She must be happy about the milk.
Yeah. Stamp earned the stamp rally. Alright, all together now. Ready, set, stamp rally! The fun continues. And of course, if you look forward to the next reward, if the next reward is a bottle.
You know, speaking of very uncomfortable things, I would like to continue this conversation. Did you know that in Japan there's a porn star that asked for all her fans to send her cum in various containers to her address for the shoot, so they could shoot a giant bukkake video?
Okay.
And you know what? Honestly, I'm probably missing out because I've never actually watched the video, but I did watch the behind the scenes for it because that's just way funnier.
Yeah.
So there's just like a behind the scenes video of her like half ready, half made up for the shoot, right? So she's like mostly naked, but like, so yeah, my point of saying that is like, if you're gonna go look this up, look it up with caution.
Yeah.
She's like having a conversation and talking, but the part that I will always remember because of how fucking funny it is she's, getting all the things, pulling them out, just sending them all up, putting them all in the areas they need to, getting everything situated for the scene, and like, she pulls out one, and it's just fucking orange. Like, the whole thing is just fucking orange. And she's like, what the hell is wrong with this one? And the guy looks at it, and he's just like, that guy was probably saving up for a while on that one. And she's like, saving up for a while, and he's like, yeah. And it's just fucking orange. It's just pure orange. It is no longer white. It is pure orange. And I'm like, bruh. And she fucking opens it, and you can tell the immediate mistake she made because she opens it, and she can immediately smell it because she opens it and just goes, oh! It's fucking... And like closes it back up, and she's like, I'm not using that one. Thank you, though, but we are not using that. I will always... That'll be engraved in my fucking brain to the day I die. That shit is so fucking funny. It's just the fuck... She picks it up and it's fucking I'm not even kidding. It's not even like... You know how, like, every now and again, someone will, like... you'll see, like, some cum that's been around for too long and it's starting to yellow? That shit was pure orange. That shit has to have been in there for years. Like, that shit had devolved into a new species of creature.
It's so gross.
It's the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen. It's
so gross.
Honestly, that story is why I feel like most people can never gauge what kind of person I am, because I tell people, like, oh yeah, this is porn star that asked for everyone's cum. And I've never seen the porn video, but behind the scenes is fucking hilarious. You have to see it. There's a bottle of cum that's just orange that she gets. And it's the funniest shit. Like, you have to see. It's just that funny. Like, I can't do it justice.
Oh, that is so gross.
It's so fucking fucking bad. It's literally fucking orange. Like, I can't even over-exaggerate. Like, I'm not even over-exaggerating. It's not like a little orange. I mean, it's like fucking neon orange. It is like a totally new fucking color that Cum has never been before.
That is.
And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
That is disgusting.
That's a man who's been saving his cum in a bottle for years, and then found out his favorite porn star needed cum, and he's like, my time has come! I knew this would be important someday! And, like, mailed that shit that day.
That's so gross. That is so gross.
Oh, fucking hell.
That is so fucking gross.
Oh my god, it's a good thing that Zelda games are considered kids' games, or else this would be an awkward conversation to have.
Oh, that is fucking
Children
gross.
should not watch our channel, by the way. What are you doing? If you're here, get out of here.
That is so gross.
Oh my god, fucking... Yeah, it is one of those things that, like, the color is gonna stick with me forever. Just the color alone, because I saw it, and my immediate reaction was, what the fuck? Like, she saw it and was like, the hell is this? And I saw it and was like, what the fuck? I'm like, that has been in that jar for years. Like, that shit is so gross. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if at that point you opened that thing and tried to pour it out and nothing would come out because it is solidified into a solid mass. Like, I would not be surprised. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, that shit's been sitting for a while. I'm sure it's pretty fucking crusted over. Like, I don't know, man.
That is so gross. That is so fucking nasty.
It's fucking... This is a bad story to tell while I'm recovering from sickness because my cough is going out of control.
Laughing too hard?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit. Okay. I can't believe I've never told you that. That feels like something that I've told everyone at some point.
I don't feel like you've told me that before.
Oh my god, I've been missing out. I've been holding out on you, man. Apparently, because that shit's so
knowing
funny.
you, I don't know why you would have held that, Chris. I know you.
I know, that seems like... That must have been something that I saw, and then just was like, I gotta tell Derek this, and then the next time I saw you was like a month later and totally forgot.
Yeah, because my life was falling apart.
Like, that's gotta be what it was. That's gotta be what it was, because, like, there's no way I wouldn't have been, like... The amount of times that I find stuff, and then I'm just like, oh, Derek, let me tell you about this awful thing I saw.
Oh...
Oh
yeah,
my
that
god.
was fucking you in a nutshell, bro.
Jesus. Whew, okay.
I'm trying not to progress the plot too much, because I know that will take way longer than probably the time we have to deal with.
I mean, that's fair enough.
So I'm just exploring the map a little bit.
Yeah, obviously. You gotta find all the secrets. There's heart containers.
Yeah,
there's
these teleport points.
Yeah, teleport points. There's the geographical squares that float above your guy's head that I keep forgetting the name of.
Try,
yeah, that guy. There's tries that float above Try's head.
That's the giant rift I spotted earlier.
It's half eaten this building.
Let's investigate.
I don't think I want to go in there.
No, I'm not going to go in there.
That looks dangerous.
That looks very dangerous.
Yeah, that seems untrustworthy. You ever see the like developer camera for it wasn't this game, but I bet it's probably made the exact same way for but it was Link to the Past?
Link's Awakening?
No, oh yeah, maybe it was Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening was the remake they made onto this. So.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's that one or if I'm thinking of A Link to the Past on the 3DS, but like all the character models are slanted like 45 degrees towards the camera, like this way.
Huh.
So that you get this look. Because without it, everything would be like top down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you'd just be seeing everything from the top of its head. So everything in this world is actually like this. Like perfectly at a 45 degree angle. But yeah. And I'm like, damn. That's cool. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Bomb fish. It's a fish that is also a bomb. Can you blow yourself up with that, by the way?
No, you do not take damage.
I was thinking about that. Like, you can't
Luckily,
hurt yourself
you
with
cannot
any
kill
of,
yourself with the bomb, which is good.
Can you hurt yourself with any of your clone things?
I don't really know. I think you
it doesn't
can
seem
kinda.
it, but I haven't noticed.
Like, some of it you can kind of injure yourself unintentionally, I think.
Fair enough. I think that makes the most sense. Oh no, you're gonna drown now.
Oh no.
You didn't have perfect movement. Dude, these are some aggressive fish.
They're bomb fish. They go boom.
They're suicidal fish. They have nothing to live for.
You
That's
move
how you
faster. Let's see. I need.
Just steal the wood. Just take it. You're useless to me. Just drop him on the trampoline. He'll bounce. Perfect. He bounced. He bounced, though.
He did. He did entirely what we meant.
Can't you just pick him up and move him? Like, independently? Oh, no, actually, no, you can't, right?
I gotta not be dumb and actually try to, like, use my brain, but my brain's not working.
It's just...
Never is.
Yeah, just put him on something heavy. I mean, taller. That's the word I want.
Oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck!
Damn, Derek. Yeah,
I got an idea.
You can't just rotate him, can you?
No.
Nah, that's unfortunate. Ah, very smart. Except that doesn't work. Ah, there you go.
I'm just minding my own business. I wonder what's gonna happen.
Zelda gets killed in the treasure chest. You hear a cracked skull off of the ground.
I got a golden egg.
You got a golden egg, yeah.
You got a golden ticket. I've got a golden ticket.
I got a golden ticket in my ass.
Whoa.
I can never tell what he says after that. You know what I mean? So I always just have to make something up because I have no fucking clue what he says. Here's the real question, Derek.
What's the real question?
Who's the better Willy Wonka? The first guy or the Johnny Depp one?
What about the third one who's now Willy Wonka?
No, I just mean in the actual movies.
No, there's another movie.
No, there isn't. I'm gonna absolutely ignore what you're telling me because I want the answer to the more important question. Who's the better Willy Wonka, Derek? The original guy, whose name is eluding me right now, or Mr. Beats his white knock?
That's slander.
It is slander. Probably. It's at least unconfirmed, that's for sure. But like, what is confirmed is that she definitely beat him, so...
Oh, yes. Yeah, she really did.
So, you know.
She did, and anybody who's like, no, she didn't, is blind.
Yeah. I like to just answer it in the right way, which is to just go... The Joker one, you know, where he's just, you get what you fucking deserve! That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, that one.
She got societied, essentially, is where I'm going with this.
Yeah, no, she
She got societied.
She got societied.
Fish, I require you to explode this rock. Your life will always be in vain. Die!
This will give us more rubies.
More rubles.
More rubles.
More ruby.
Ruby?
Yeah, the TV show.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, you remember. You remember Ruby. The TV show that was, the internet show that became a kind of a show that was not a show, but it was bad. But
that people
good.
Liked, but didn't like after
people,
a certain point.
Well, people are really, like, some people with bad taste really like it, and then
Some people fight you on that.
Oh, sure, don't worry. Many people fight me on that, but like they're wrong, so it's fine. They ever tell you the most annoying thing I do to my friends back in college?
What's that, Chris?
Which they like definitely don't like, but also can't stop me. So I would like argue. You're probably well aware of this, Derek, because you've known me for a long time. Mm-hmm. So you probably already know what I do and are just used to it. But fucking, I used to do it a lot. I don't do it as much now because it doesn't come up as much. But in college, I used to get a lot of my friends who would try and argue with me about certain things.
I just found it's easier to not argue with you.
Yeah, which is the right choice, by the way.
No, whether you're right or wrong, I don't even care anymore. I just don't argue with you because it's not worth my time.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
That's the lesson I was trying to teach them. So, I would get into arguments with them, and they'd be like, that's not true, and I'd be like, I'm pretty sure that's true. And they'd be like, that's not true. There's no proof of that at all. And I'm like, yeah, but I think it's true, and that's all that really matters.
So what you have to do, and I heard somebody saying this as a thing that one of their buddies would do, is you have to say something that's probably untrue, and then just follow just think about it.
Just think about it?
Yeah.
I like mine better.
Which is like, that's... I can see why some people might get annoyed with that.
No, I like mine better because it forces an end to the conversation, because they can't argue past the, well, I think it's true, so that's all that matters. Because then they can't, they just would be like, yeah, but it's not true, and I'm like, but I think it's true, so, you know.
Yeah.
And like,
what are you going to do, change my mind?
Yeah, I'm like, you're not changing my opinion on it, so, I mean, it's just correct as far as I'm concerned. And they would get so fucking mad and then just give up.
Yeah.
It cracks me up.
I mean, there's a reason why you give up, because there's just like, you can't argue with someone.
Yeah, you can't argue with that because there's nothing to argue. The argument is that they just refuse to agree with you. I had a lot of really opinionated friends in college. Go figure. Who would have guessed?
Trust me, I understand. I went to a liberal arts school.
Yeah, it's like, who would have fucking guessed? But it is really funny watching really smart, really well researched and opinionated people get shut down by just going, nah, I just don't agree with you. Just like the immediate, like,
I want you to die.
Yeah, like, it's just, I don't know, I just don't agree with it. And it's just like, but there's proof and evidence that it's not true. And it's like, yeah, but like, I don't believe in that either. So
what? I don't care.
So what?
Fucking...
They've just never had to argue with a fucking redneck, apparently. Just like, I just use redneck logic, which is just like, I don't know, Jesus didn't say it was true, so I just don't believe. It's like, and there's just no argument past that point. What made it funnier is the fact that two of them were like really religious, so you figured they'd be well prepared for stuff like that, and they were not.
No.
It's actually funny because college really does do something to you, because out of all my religious friends from college, none of them are religious anymore.
Yeah, it's almost like when you are exposed to new ideas, certain things get disproven to certain people.
Yeah, it's weird because I've never been a religious person,
and we're not per se shaming people who are religious. We are shaming people who force the religion down your throat.
Yeah, that's way more.
That's
annoying.
way different.
Yeah, that's a totally different beast.
But.
Yeah, I've always been in the same boat of like the way I always broke it down was which I think is a fair and justifiable way of breaking it down. I'm sure you'll agree with me, which is I don't have a problem with God, I have a problem with religion. There's a difference.
I can agree with that.
It's like, I don't really have any issues with, which isn't entirely true, but that's for another conversation. But it's like, I don't really have a problem with the idea or the belief in God. I have a problem with religious organizations and how they use that to control people.
Whoa!
I have a huge problem with that.
Whoa! You are pretty right there. You need to not bring up the truth, though.
I mean, you got a point. I'm with you. I understand. I hear what you're saying. I just don't fucking care.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, man. This is a fun game.
Yeah, that's nice.
I like how it looks like the other one.
Yeah. It looks like the other one.
Yeah, I like that they were like, the claymation style was a big hit. Let's just do that again. But this time we'll give Link a vagina and call him Zelda.
Whoa! You're right.
My favorite, I still love the interview where Shigeru Miyamoto was just like,
We can't give Zelda a sword.
yeah, we can't give Zelda a sword or else, what's the point? It would just be Link. And it's like, good point. And then they immediately give give Zelda a sword as her first power-up.
Yep.
And I'm just like, yeah, I couldn't think of anything, could you there? Good old Shigeru Miyamoto.
Whoa, he's an incredible genius.
Who's obsessed with Pikmin. I've made this joke before, but I still think it's true. I honestly think that Shigeru Miyamoto has in his contract that, like, I can bring up and talk about and force Pikmin into anything I want at any point in time, or else I'm not signing this contract. Because the dude cannot talk about Pikmin. He can't not add them to everything. They made Universal theme parks based off of the Nintendo brand, and there's Pikmin all over the park, and I know that was Shigeru Miyamoto's doing. No one else cares about in Pikmin like that man cares about Pikmin.
Yeah, he really does like Pikmin a lot.
There's 4 Pikmin games, and I'm telling you right now, it's not because they're great sellers.
5 Pikmin games, Chris.
Yeah, 5 Pikmin games. I'll tell you, it's not because they're good sellers. They're not great selling games.
I won't, they are very fun. I enjoy them.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you like that type of game, they're great. If you like strategy RTS games, then yeah, they're great. But strategy RTSs are not very popular games to begin with. And now you're taking them from their most compatible platform, PC, and putting them all on console.
And this is why I like PC, because the genre of games that I like to play, strategy games, are on that for the most part.
And this is why I like consoles, because I hate the idea of using a keyboard as a fucking controller. It's a keyboard, not a controller.
Yeah. It makes sense with a strategy game, because there's a lot more that needs to be done, but...
No, it's just overbearing.
Yeah.
There's too many buttons. You don't need to use... My favorite example is Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, there's a button to crouch and a button to lie down on the keyboard. Why?
Why?
Yeah,
just
why?
Hold the button.
You can just have it hold the button. You don't need a million keys for every option.
I didn't know that. That's kind of dumb.
Like, there's an option to lean left and right, and I know hardcore FPS PC shooter guys will be like, no, you need the lean because it gives you better coverage shooting around corners. No, you do not! You can just fire the gun from around the corner. People have been doing it for years. There is no problem. Derek, you gotta kill these. You can't just brute force your shit.
I just want to brute force it.
Well, then at least do it in an area where they can't get you in the first place.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. I figured it out.
But yeah, Call of Duty is always my favorite example because I'm always just like, you don't need a fucking button to lean. You don't need a dedicated button to lie down.
That's actually really dumb, and I don't like that. That there's a fucking dedicated button.
I don't need my guns to be swappable for key 1 and key 2. Just give me a button that swaps between my guns. I only have 2 of them anyways. Why do I need each gun to be on a dedicated key? Like, this is what I mean, when I'm just like, PC is not always the best or most really logical way of doing shit, like,
that's
ever.
That's really dumb, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, my point stands.
For certain genres, yeah, it might work better. But for most genres, like the genres you'll play, no.
Honestly, most genres don't need as many keys as a fucking keyboard has. You know how many keys are on a fucking keyboard?
A lot.
Yeah, like
one for every letter of the alphabet, plus 1 to 0, 1 to 9, and then plus 0, plus backspace up down.
Yeah, like, there's a reason why most games don't require that many keys. Like,
yeah, it just makes no sense.
I think Street Fighter has the best use for their, like, keyboard because, like, 6 keys, right?
Yeah.
You got 6 buttons, the keyboard uses 6 of those keys, you're good. You don't need any more than that.
Huh. Yeah, that's a lot. That's crazy. I didn't realize there's a fucking lean left and lean right button.
Yeah, dude, every first-person shooter on PC has a lean left and lean right button.
That's
absurd. Every single one of them. And it's so unnecessary. Absurd. You do not need it.
That's fucking crazy.
That's just peak overachiever shit. It's the reason, honestly, I think it's the biggest reason why when first-person shooters went to consoles, there's a few people that are still like, no, PC is the best way to play shooters because you get better aiming or whatever. But, like, I think that most people agree at this point that, like, shooters are just better on console. Because you don't need to juggle with a billion buttons.
It's funny because, people will say that. And, I like a PC for certain things. Yeah. But, like, I'd rather the control a controller gives you for a shooter.
Here's the thing. Aiming on a controller to shoot sucks ass if it wasn't for the fact that every fucking shooter has aim assist now.
Yeah.
And aim assist is designed solely for analog sticks. And it's so you can move quickly, and then once you're over a target, it slows down how fast you move. So that way you can get more precise with your aiming. And it's like, in my opinion, that trumps aiming with a mouse way more.
Yeah.
Especially in the new games where you can change the amount of sensitivity it has. So I can just be like, I can have like 10 level sensitivity, and then the minute I'm over a target I can shoot, that sensitivity speed will just drop to like 2. And I can just be like, oh, I'm on target, shoot immediately.
Yeah.
Which is way better than any mouse. I require 0 skill to kill people now.
That's true. But
okay,
that's another topic for another day.
With that, we're going to have to pick this up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.